From my experience, one of the hardest parts of doing science during your PhD is that feeling of not knowing which direction to go. And whoever is doing science, or especially doing science during a PhD, knows exactly what I'm talking about. And I'm talking about that moment where you are constantly doing something, like you're constantly producing or trying to produce results, confirm your hypothesis and so on, and then nothing feels done. And you have some results that might indicate one thing, and then you answer one question which opens 5 other questions, and then you pursue one of those 5 questions, and then you open another 5 questions, and so on. So at some moment you are like lost in that forest of semi-correct results that might or might not lead to confirming a hypothesis. And I personally felt that this was the hardest part to deal with, because you are really, especially early on, you have to rely on that sense of own judgment or educated guess which direction might be the correct one. And of course, your supervisor can help you. If you are lucky enough to have a supervisor that is actually supportive, you can get some help from collaborators, senior scientists, and so on. But eventually it's you, because you are the one who is in charge of that research, which means that you are the one who has to get sort of this make the decision of which direction to go and how to produce something coherent out of your research question. And this would be very nice, like if you had infinite time to think about it. But more often than not, the thing that complicates this specific thing is the fact that you are constantly under pressure. There's constantly this urgency of getting things done, so you cannot even stop and think properly about which direction you want to go. And all of a sudden, at least from my experience, it was all a mess. So I had a few results here, a few results there, another few results here, trying to connect the dots between research questions that at some point were the same thing, but started to diverge so much that at some point I didn't even know how to connect all of those things. And of course, you are pressed by deadlines, conferences, posters, presentations, updates for collaborators, PIs, and so on. And this is exhausting, because you're feeling that you don't even know what is your research about, and you don't have enough experience to trust your own criteria to make some decisions. And I personally found that quite hard, because like, how am I supposed to trust myself and trust my criteria when I don't even know what is my criteria and I don't even know where this research is going? So if you are currently in that phase of your PhD, of your research, in which you feel that everything is everywhere, everything is a mess, you have a few results here, a few results over there, they do not quite connect, and they actually do not indicate the same thing, the literature is against you, everything is against you, and your supervisor is not as supportive as you would like to be, I want to invite you to a completely free intro coaching call with me. I will leave a link in the description, so you can schedule it with me. We can see how your research could make sense, if we are a good fit to work together, and if we can actually make something coherent out of all those results and all of those scattered thoughts that you have, and see how we can build a solid research story based on your confidence, on your results, and on your data. So this is exactly what I help PhD students achieve, a thesis that out of all of those scattered results, scattered data, scattered proposals and semi-written drafts, put them into something coherent that they can actually write and submit. So if this is you, as I said, the link is down below, and we can, in that intro coaching call, we can see if we are a good fit to continue working together and get you finally to that submission of your thesis. So I hope that you found this video useful, and as always, see you in the next few days in another video. Bye bye.